Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Third Down Thursdays. We're having a little bit of some technical issues this evening, so I figured at this point I'm going to hop on and just talk to you a little bit. I texted Richie to see if Richie wanted to come on and do some hockey, and I believe he has just joined me to save Bruce for the love of all that's good and right in the world. So, Richie, I hope you're ready because I'm just going to throw you right in here. Um, Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Fantastic.
So Bruce, he's texting me. He's having some issues with his Wi-Fi. Apparently his modem and his router just dropped. So I don't know what's going on with all of that, but I thought I'd bring Richie on because Richie has been newly promoted to our senior writer. Which, first of all, Richie, congratulations to you on that. You're a fantastic writer,
I
and
try.
we're very excited to have you and Jackson's post have been getting a lot of hits
Yeah,
lately in the last few days.
that one post got like what 600 something.
Yeah, we've gone from
Jeez.
like 600, we've had like over 1,500 post views in the last like 3 days
Hmm.
on our site, which is absolutely incredible. But Richie, you wrote about and I do not know hockey, which is why I'm having Richie do this because I don't know hockey. So I'm gonna be the one asking Richie questions, and I'm gonna smile and nod, and then try and ask him follow up questions. And that's how this little segment of hockey is going to go. So Richie, the Colorado Avalanche, I believe, swept to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. I sound really smart right now. Give me your breakdown. You wrote a little article about it. So give me your quick recap of what happened there and why people should care.
Well, why people should care is because the Stanley Cup playoffs is the best playoffs in all the sports, hands down. It's just there's so much. It's
Ah,
just it's the most exciting. It's the most other. I mean, I guess baseball too, because baseball playoffs are pretty random too.
yes.
But the just hockey, it just is such an unpredictable sport where and it's so fast and things can change like that. Um, that when you get into the playoffs, it's just you never know what the hell is going to happen. There's game sevens everywhere. There's crazy bounces. So it's just fun to watch. It's not like baseball. Baseball, you don't even like to watch. I don't even like to watch it on TV anymore. I only like going to the games because it's just so freaking boring. You know what I mean? Whereas hockey, you're always sitting like this. Um,
Right.
so people should care. It's a fun sport to watch. But
Okay. Okay. Yes.
the Avalanche. I wrote about this in my article. As I was kind of upset that this series only lasted 4 games,
Right.
because there's two probably future Hall of Famers on the Oilers and the Avalanche, with McDavid on the Oilers and McKinnon on the Avalanche. They're both ridiculous. Um, and I would have liked to see them face each other, more than 4 games. Um, but basically, what happened was, the Oilers all year didn't have a goalie. They didn't know who the hell they wanted to be in goalie. They have a 40-year-old goalie, Mike Smith, who's you know absolute trash everywhere he's been. Uh, it's just they couldn't keep up with the Avalanche's speed, and their defense was they couldn't stop the shots, and yeah, it went downhill for them quick, and so that's why they got swept. Um, as far as and they're actually playing right now, the Rangers and the Lightning. It's probably going to be the Lightning again.
Okay.
I think everybody would probably pick them, just because their goalie is unholy. You could exactly, exactly, exactly. And who doesn't like punching people? has seen people punch each other, even though they
I
kind
did,
of.
Richie. I did see a fight the other day, and maybe you'll remember this. I don't know if it was like a legit fight or if it was just a little scuffle. But normally, you see the guys drop the gloves, square up. I don't know what happened. Somebody got pinned against the wall, and one dude just like jumped on top of the other one, wrapped him in a headlock, and it looked a little weird. Is all I'm gonna say. It looked a little awkward.
Yeah, it sucks that it's gonna be this way, but you're not gonna see. They're trying to eliminate the fighting from hockey, which
And there's no
is.
way I will watch. If they're trying, are they actually trying to eliminate fighting?
Well, I mean, they're not doing necessarily anything like in terms of the rules,
Okay.
but like they're kind of changing. They're so the people who usually fight, right? More times than not, there's a special player that they have on the team whose goal is to not score goals, not to set up your teammates and be a playmaker, not to even really play defense. It's really just to be out there and just smash people.
So Draymond Green.
Yes. Every hockey team
has a Draymond Green.
Has a Draymond Green who's literal like there are people who just like you'll see in the stat books that they'll have like maybe 1 goal or 3 goals and like 10 assists in the entire season, but they'll be leading the league in hits because their one job when they get on the ice is to just smash people against the wall.
Just go crazy.
Yes, and but their other job is, other than hitting people, is Patrick Kane just got smacked in the face. Go sick Draymond over there and beat him up for him. Like show him who's boss. Okay. Like it's literally like they're basically like a bodyguard.
So right? It's the equivalent of bringing in a pitcher in baseball just to hit someone.
Correct.
Okay, because when I was playing baseball, granted, I never played at a extremely high level, but it was kind of unspoken on the team that if there was an injustice, rule, I was the guy. I was the guy who was going to go out and get him.
It's kind of like it's kind of like baseball is on. And you know what's funny too is there is like an unspoken rule in hockey when it comes to fighting. Like I think I'm not an average hockey fan, so I wouldn't know, but I would assume the average, hockey fan or even sports fan would assume, they're fighting. Something must have like sporadically just happened.
Yeah.
Like they're like both people just got angry at the moment and decided to fight. No, that's actually not
specifically angry at each other is what you would assume.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like you would be surprised. Most fights in hockey are strategic and they're planned out. Like, so you'll hear stories. Like if you ever watch an interview of like a hockey player, whether they're on a podcast or in a post-game interview or whatever, during the face-off, you'll see a lot of times, because if you see them in the face-off, there's always 2 guys next to each other, 1 guy on each team, sitting next to each other. Those will be standing there, and they'll be talking to each other during the face-off. It's like, hey, you want to go? Like not even and I'm not even talking like they'll say it like you mother effer, like no.
It's just casual, like, hey, you want to fight?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's planned out, and like more times than not, it's planned out on the face-off circle. So a lot of times, that's why sometimes you'll see right off the face-off circle, like the puck's dropped,
and they just drop the gloves.
Drops are gloved. Drops are gloved. Gloves are dropped. I'm high. Gloves are dropped, and like the play never even started. Like it's literally right off the face-off.
That's incredible.
And like I said, it's not even like bad blood between them. It's either A, they need like a momentum boost. Like a lot of times, let's say like nothing happened in the game. Let's just say, let's say it's like 2-0. It's the third period,
Yeah.
and there was no bad, like there was no dirty hit, or there was no scuffle or anything. So there's no bad blood, right? A lot of
Yeah.
times they'll be on the face-off circle, and they will just talk and say, "Hey, you want to go? I need to get some momentum for my team," and they'll just start fighting just to see who wins, and if that and then whoever wins, like they would kind of get the like energy flowing in them, and then that might help them come back. Like as a lot of time,
That's
it's
so
moment.
weird.
It's not even. You would think that it's because they have bad blood between each other. Yes, that has happened, but
I kid you not, when we play Rocket League, I tell her just go be annoying. Like
yes, yes.
just go annihilate people.
Yeah, when
And that's what they do in hockey.
Ryan, and our friend Josh would play Rocket League together, and that would be Ryan's job because he's not the greatest. It's me and Josh that are good, and he would just like Ryan, just be annoying. Exactly
Yeah.
what you would say.
Just drive them you would need to be the guy that just drives around and I'm worried about where you are because you might blow me up. That's what I need.
Yeah, yeah,
Um
but with so like I said, like literally it's not even because they have blood. It's just because it's just more for a strategic advantage or like a momentum advantage. And yeah, and there are so it's really hockey is really funny that way. So there is like an unspoken kind of rule book with that. But yeah, so they but back, let's kind of long wind it back. The goon, they call it a goon. I don't know if you ever
okay.
seen the movie Goon. It's a
I have
old
not.
hockey movie. It's kind of a funny movie. um their job is that's all they do,
Okay.
and more so now than anything else, and that's about the only guy left really on the team that will fight.
Okay.
um but even with that, oh, she's seen it. Good job, Paige. uh
That's a miracle because she's barely seen any
uh
movies.
and they're even trying to eliminate that. So it's not the with the fighting and the hitting, like it's more so a they're not doing it in terms of rules. They're doing it in terms of like
Right.
they're trying to change the mindset and change the game a little bit. Just like how in football it goes from being a running league to now everybody throws the ball, right? They're just trying to
Yeah.
change the way the game is played so that there's no need for fighting, but the fighting is,
Right.
yeah, see, right here. 73.5% of the hockey fights have always been set during the pregame skate or after a big hit. Yeah, basically, it's never spur of the moment. I want to say
Okay.
never. More times than not, it's not a spur of the moment. It's literally strategic, or like they have it planned out before. Like, so it's really weird. But hockey is trying to go with the more, let's stop the fighting, but when it takes the fun out of it. I mean, there's
Right.
people on
That's the only
blades.
reason. That's the only reason I go to hockey games because I'm blind. I can't see the puck. I don't know what's
Hmm.
going on. I go
Hmm.
there to, see some intoxicated people banging on the hockey glass and see some fights. That's what
That's
I go to a hockey
You
game
know
for.
what? Like that's the one thing that annoys. I've been watching hockey forever, right? That's the one thing that pisses me off because they have the mics on the boards
Yeah.
because they want you to hear them, when they hit on the boards, right?
Right.
But then you have the stupid drunk idiots and the first row every single time. Hey, hey! It's like I can hear you on the TV. Stop, leave me alone. Like I'm just trying to hear freaking Doc Emmerich. You call the game here, like, and you're banging on the glass because you've had 17 beers.
So
Uh,
Richie, you think Lightning in the finals against the Avalanche, assuming
yeah,
that comes true, because that seems to be the general consensus, who would be your pick, Avalanche Lightning?
I probably would still pick the. I would probably, as much as I would hate to say it, because I hate the Lightning, and it's not even the Lightning that I hate. It's one player. It's Kucherov. He is a freaking annoying son of a bitch. He's too good. But and I'll get to that later. But they're just the goalie. Vasilevsky is a god of a man. That I don't understand how he plays a hockey match and just refuses to let a goal go past him. He is as much of a brick wall as a brick wall can get.
Okay.
Like, and their goal, it's going to come down to who's got the better goalie, because they both have a really good defense. Their both teams' defenses are pretty solid. They both are very high scoring, as Colorado showed, in this last playoff run where I think I said there was 35 goals scored in 4 games.
That's really high scoring for hockey.
For hockey, yeah. And the first game was, I think, it was 8-6, and the last game I think was 7-8 or something, like 8-7 or something like that. And so the two brunt of the there's 2 games that had the brunt of the scoring. So, but they can score. They both can score. They both can play defense. But the one difference that I can see between the two is you have a brick wall in net for Tampa Bay, and they have kind of another kind of journey. He's better than Mike Smith of the Oilers, but Darcy Kuemper is
Richie. I'm better than Mike Smith. I don't even know who Mike Smith is, and I know that I'm better than Mike Smith.
Yes, he would be better than Mike Smith.
I'm pretty big. I can
better.
I can sit in that. I can sit in that goal.
See,
fill that.
Everybody
space
see here. I'm gonna go on a little. So everybody thinks, oh, just put a fat guy in that, it'll be fine. No, because they won't be able to move laterally. You need to have the speed to cover left.
Richie, I will fill the goal. I don't need to move laterally. I will fill the goal. I am the goal. I am as big as the goal. You want to try to shoot it? Shoot it through me.
I will say there has been a couple 6'7" goalies. A couple have been really good. Vasilevsky, I think is 6'5", I think I want to say. But you would think being tall and big, no, because guess what? You're big and tall. You have a big 5-hole, and for those who don't know what a 5-hole is, because you're not a hockey fan, it's in between your pads. Because you're so tall, and
through the arms.
Not so much that. It's more so because it's much quicker to do this than to close your legs, and because you have to not only do you have to close your legs, you have to get down in the butterfly stance, which is on your knees, and so that takes time. Whereas you can just go like this or that, But if you're big and tall, it takes longer to get to the ground. So it's unless you're really have really good reaction skills. Most of the time, the big goalies are not exactly that reliable. But anyway, the Vasilevsky is an absolute brick wall, and Darcy Kuemper is not. He's been on 4 teams. I couldn't even tell you that he was on Colorado before I started watching him, because I haven't really watched much Colorado hockey. And last time I remembered, I think he was on either Arizona or the Wild, and that was 5 years ago. So
fair.
I know he started off in the Wild, but it's going to come down to who's got the better goalie, and Tampa Bay has a absolute amazing brick wall of a goalie. So it's probably going to be, sadly, it's going to be Tampa Bay winning their 3rd Stanley Cup in 3 years. And people are going to forget about the Blackhawks of old, and that makes me sad.
Yes, they are. Okay, Richie, I'll be honest. That's as much hockey as I can handle. However, I do have something that I want to say you texted to me and Bruce, and I saw it a couple days later, and I it pissed me off, and then I remember that it also pissed you off. So I just got it up here, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you sent
I
this to our group chat, correct?
oh no.
And no, I'm just as annoyed as you are. So I'll
Oh,
I'll
okay,
go
good. You
first.
agree with
I'll
me.
go
Okay.
first. With
This
this,
was like a week or two ago.
it was a little bit ago. So
Jeez, I have to go
in the
back.
game 7, I want to say Celtics against Miami, Jason Tatum wore a Kobe number 8 purple and yellow armband. And then they asked him on the ESPN post game after the show, why did you wear that? And, he's going on and on about how Kobe's his mentor. The dude worked out with Kobe for like maybe 6 months. Not going to deny that he would have been close to
And
Kobe. I'm not going to deny
who also hasn't worked out with Kobe?
that's fair. And I'm not going to deny that Jason Tatum wasn't close with Kobe Bryant and wasn't upset when Kobe Bryant passed away or any of that. But to post this on your Instagram drives me crazy for one of two reasons. First of all, it drives me crazy because Jason Tatum is to some extent trying to play off of Kobe Bryant's popularity, specifically
Mm-hmm.
on social media. I don't really care about the armband that much. It's a little weird.
No, yeah, it's
It
not.
bothers me a little bit, and it's a
And
little weird,
you know
but
what?
it
No,
doesn't bother me as much as that post.
No,
And that post
yeah.
bothers me because he's going for the attention. And
Mm-hmm.
number two, he's continuously bringing up
Kobe
a
Bryant's
bad
death.
situation in
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant. And to me, it just looks like, anytime Jason Tatum and Kobe Bryant are brought up together, Kobe Bryant's death seems to be brought up. And that's what bothers me. It's different than Shaq, mentioning Kobe as one of the greats, or Kobe being brought up in an all-time great, shooting guard or all-time great player debate. We got some
Yeah.
stuff. If I can ever get Bruce on here, there's a couple things. Richie, I don't know if you can see one of the graphics that I've got in there, but there's a 4-team all-time great NBA discussion that I did want to
Mm-hmm.
have with Bruce,
Mm-hmm.
and Kobe is on there. So those are areas where bring up Kobe all you want, but with Jason Tatum just bringing it up seemingly out of nowhere all the time, it drives me absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, the armband doesn't bother me. It's a little look at me, Larry, but
Yep.
at that, wear it the hell you want. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah, the post, not it's the you wanna like pay homage to Kobe Bryant in a post, go ahead. That's fine. Like you wanna you wanna thank him for letting you get him this far or whatever. That's fine. It's the posting of the text message that
Oh, yep.
like really, like, okay, listen, like I love I love my relatives or family members or friends that have died a lot, but I don't text my dead relative's phone number whenever something like amazing happens to me. Like, oh my gosh, thank you for, really, thank you for really, keeping me motivated to get this done. And now look at me now. Like, I don't text my grandpa that or my grandma that whenever, like,
Right.
and also it's the having to it's the having to announce that you texted him. Yeah, like
This Kobe or Jason Tatum texted Kobe before the game 7 where he wore that armband and said, "I got you today."
and I'm trying to. I don't want to sound like an asshole. Like I really don't, because Jason Tatum is a stand-up guy. Like one of the probably the like he's just one of the few NBA players that don't have an ego for the most part. I mean, he's he's very quiet and he doesn't say much. Which is why when he does stuff like this, it's like, what the hell, dude? You don't say much. Why you know, and so I don't want to sound like I'm being a dick and sound that I'm being insensitive to Kobe Bryant or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to do that, but it's just like, why do you feel compelled to if you want to text him and that makes you feel better, like obviously I don't want to say, like you said earlier, I don't want to say he didn't mean anything. And so I'm sure he did, and I believe him that he did. But and you want to do that on your own time, and that makes you feel better and makes you feel at ease and at peace to have that, to text him that, go right ahead.
Right.
Like I commend you for it, and if that's what makes you feel better, go ahead. If that's how you cope, go ahead.
But don't post it on social media.
To announce that to the world is a little like, come on, dude, was that necessary? Like, let the man rest in peace. He's dead. Like, why do we have to continue? And it's not even what it's been a common theme throughout the league since he died. Like, people seem to continuously bring him up. And I get it. It was a very traumatic thing. I was actually I was at the movie theaters seeing Captain Marvel, I think it was, when I got the news, like Kobe Bryant died.
Yeah.
Or it was one of those Marvel movies. I don't, and it threw me off guard. But like, why do we have to keep bringing him up? Like, let him.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna, and you know what, and this is a very typical thing too, and this is a lot of people say this, but it's true. And if we're gonna keep bringing up Kobe Bryant, let's bring up his daughter. Let's also bring up the 6 other young women that also died in that. Like, why do
Gigi was going to be one of the best? She was going to be the star of the WNBA in like 6 years.
Why do we need to keep bringing up him? And if we're going to keep bringing up him, at least do the family some courtesy and bring up the other.
Right.
Like, just, it's just, it put a bad taste in my mouth, and it's just like, and I still love Jason Tatum, but I had one of those like eye roll moments. I'm like, really?
Oh, for sure.
Like, that was just so unnecessary.
Yeah, it was. And again, I love Jason Tatum. Incredibly talented player. He's a great dad from what I've seen. Like, I got nothing
of course,
but good things to say about him for the most part. Just, dude, let's go LeBron for the playoffs. Lay off the social media. I could give the same pep talk to Draymond Green.
Well, that's never happening.
No, and it's funny because obviously I'm a Warriors fan, so I've been getting some people texting me about Draymond and his podcast. I'm like, I don't really care, but to some extent, I loved his quote. I'm sorry that my podcast is doing better numbers than yours, and I'm not even trying. But y'all gonna get this podcast. I was like,
well, you know why? You know why?
I'd really love if you would look at us and say, y'all gonna get this 10 points. Y'all gonna get this 8 rebounds and 6 assists.
Well, you know that
y'all not gonna get this 15 points and 15 technical fouls.
He's gonna end up replacing Charles Barkley on TNT.
Oh, I know he is.
Because he's literally the same. He's the same. Well, I think Charles Barkley said that he doesn't want to do this much longer.
Fair. Oh, boy.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, my
What the hell is on your face?
You like that?
You look... What you look like is not appropriate for this platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so first of all...
Oh, my...
That is terrible. Oh, my God.
It's so good, isn't it?
No, I'm saying the Wi-Fi is terrible. You're hopping around like a fucking bunny rabbit.
So are you, Richie. It's fine.
Well, yeah.
To be honest with you, like all right. So first of all, Xfinity, I'm gonna call you guys out. You guys fucking suck. All right. So hey, run it, Richie. Run the Bruce Brant. Run it. Thank you, because listen, Xfinity, You guys are absolute dog shit. I've been sitting here sending screenshots to you, MJ, about the shit that I've had to deal with this whole time, and still, guess what? I'm looking at my router and it's still flashing green. You guys fucking suck. I'm going to move on from you guys unless I get free 6 months of Wi-Fi from all of you. I'm done with it. So yeah. So I know we got 5 minutes left, man, but how you doing?
I'm doing great. I texted, we'll see if he hops on. I texted Jackson to see if he can come talk to me. Because I need to find someone with a reliable internet connection, because both of you do not have reliable internet. Goodness.
Yeah, well, right now I'm on my phone to do this, so.
Bruce, I was on my phone last week.
True. Well,
I was fine on my phone. I was perfectly fine on my phone. Go to the garage. Maybe you'll have better service in the garage.
All right. So we'll
yeah.
Right, so we're gonna walk. We're gonna do a walk.
We're gonna walk and talk with Coach Bruce. Honestly, at this point, here's what we're gonna do. Until we get somebody with a reliable internet connection who can talk to me about sports, we're just gonna do this.
Awesome.
Because this is the best I can do at this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Third Down Thursdays Fireside Chat. MJ, Coach Bruce, and Richie, for all of you in the chat, for the love of all that's good and right in the world, give me something to talk about that isn't Bruce's internet.
Sorry, guys.
See, better now. Your service, your service is better outside because you're not in your basement.
True.
So, Bruce, how was your golf today?
Honestly, the golf was fine.
I can't stop staring at that fucking red that's on your face.
It's not going to go away either. It's not going to go away.
Oh my god!
I love this thing. I love this. See, hey,
hold on.
A mustache
Hold on. No, does the wifey like that? Because there's no way she does.
Actually, she doesn't mind it. Legitimately, she does not mind it.
I am shocked.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that for a second.
Not for. Well, I mean, it does cover up some of his face, which is a good thing. But we have this in the chat. Packers will win another division title.
Agreed.
That is very true. 100%. Even though Justin Fields can hit dingers, it is confirmed because the Cubs.
I saw that actually, man.
For a field trip at Wrigley today. Woo! Justin Fields has a beautiful swing.
Dude, all right, so
Cubs should sign him.
They can use him.
I know. Tell me about it.
He'd be a cross-town, cross-sport athlete.
Dude, okay, so genuinely, no, wait, where did he go? Come back. It was a joke.
You told me to go away.
It was a joke.
Oh.
But man, dude, so I really do have to apologize to you guys. I have to apologize to our viewers that I was not here the entirety of the show because of my bullshit internet. Like I've been battling with my internet for the past 50 minutes, 45, 50 minutes, because like, I'll be honest with you, I was enjoying beverages and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. I got my show.
Oh yeah. First of all, he would have been late anyway. Even without the internet, 100%. Bruce would have been late anyway.
100%. And I agree with that. But I would have been, honestly, I got home at 7:02 and I would have been on at 7:03.
Oh, yeah.
But, whatever. Anyway, I think it's hilarious. So how do we do tonight?
Well, I mean, I didn't start it until like 7:20.
7:20.
Oh, shit. We're good then.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that, but we still have some time. We still have some content we can go through. Bruce, if you're fine to just chill out there, we can go through a couple things if you really want to. I texted the link to Jackson, so we'll see if he wants to hop on. So now I will kick Richie out. But Richie, thank you so much for helping out with the hockey chat. Bruce, we did a little hockey discussion.
Ooh, how'd that go?
It went decently. I don't know anything about hockey, so it's mostly Richie talking at a brick wall. But we talked about fights in hockey. We talked about his Stanley Cup final prediction. So we got our hockey fill.
What was Richie?
For the week.
What was Richie?
Oh my gosh! Did
Sorry.
drop me?
Yeah, I did. That was my bad.
Oh my gosh. His prediction
Dude,
was
it's
Lightning over Avalanche in the Stanley Cup Finals, whatever that means.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that.
So, Bruce, we're going to go real quick. I'm going to do, I don't even know. Okay, we'll go NBA Finals because I think you can still talk about that on the phone.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
So, NBA Finals discussion real quick. Boston is up 2-1. They won last night after, they got to Golden State specifically in the fourth quarter. They outscored the Warriors by 24 in the fourth quarter. So I believe you were watching that game, Bruce. Just a little, give me a little bit of what you saw in that game, specifically in the fourth, that got the Celtics to win Game 3.
Defense, and the Warriors' lack of hitting, actually shots they should hit.
Yes.
I love what Draymond Green does. I love what Draymond Green brings to the Warriors. I think that, to be honest with you, if he doesn't give them 8 to 12 points a game, the Warriors lose. So,
yeah.
As crazy as it sounds, everyone wants to talk about Klay Thompson. I get that. Everyone wants to talk about Curry, including me, because I actually did say the Warriors would win in 7 games with Curry winning the MVP. Again, so I'll say this. I actually think that if Draymond Green does not give you 8 to 12 points and 8 to 10 rebounds, the Warriors don't win. And
okay,
I actually like him a lot. To be honest with you, like we talked about this before.
Yeah.
I actually really, really enjoy who he is. I enjoy. Hold on.
By the way, Bruce, your microphone sounds like crap. I don't know what happened when you dropped your phone, but it does not sound good. So while you fix
is it
that,
better now?
No, it is not.
Testing.
No, it is not.
All right, hold on.
While you fix that,
I'll be back.
I'm going to bring Jackson in because Jackson is here. No, you're not. You're not back. It still sounds bad.
I don't even know. I didn't even think I.
All right. So what had happened was Bruce.
What?
Okay, hold on.
He was trying to hit leave.
I did hit leave.
Studio. No, you hit end broadcast and then you hit leave because neither Richie nor I had our hands near end broadcast. So while we wait,
that's fine. So I
okay.
apologize for that.
No, it's totally fine. While we wait for Jackson to get back in here, because we're going to introduce Jackson and then everything.
It was funny.
You were saying you like Draymond Green.
I was actually talking to Jackson. Oh, there he is.
There we go.
All right. Hey, Jackson. So that's totally my fault, by the way.
Good stuff.
This is a very professional production we have going on here.
So this is okay. So I will retract that statement because usually we're a little bit better. However,
usually you're not on your phone, and normally we start on time. So yeah.
So I am going to do it again, real quick, Jackson. I hope you don't have Xfinity because they are absolutely dog shit, and they have caused all of this. So they are going to give me free Wi-Fi for 6 months.
Unfortunately, I do have Xfinity, but I think I'll be okay.
I think his service is a little better.
6 months free.
Because Jackson looks great right now.
But anyway.
Oh my
thank
God.
you.
Okay, so Jackson, please save me and give me something about Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Bruce said it was the Golden State Warriors not being able to match up against Boston's defense, and they weren't hitting the open shots they got. So
it's 2-2 tomorrow night.
Which I do agree with. We'll get to more thoughts in a second. But Jackson, first of all, your Game 3 preview piece is still popping off. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know why people are still reading it, but they are still reading it, even though Game 3 has already happened.
I'm still be honest.
I don't understand, but people on the Facebook world are weird. So first of all, well done on that because it's our highest viewed piece yet so far. And second of all, let me know what happened. 116 to 100, Golden State just got thrashed in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was pretty much, I wasn't able to watch. Had a whole bunch of other stuff going on, but from what I will able to take a look at least box score wise, it was pretty much a repeat of game one, where pretty even at halftime for the most part. I don't remember who was in the lead at halftime, but Golden State does their normal third quarter thing, outscores them 35-28. I do give the Celtics credit for actually showing up a bit more than they have the past two third quarters.
True.
So that was a much better performance by the Celtics. And then the Celtics defense is just insane. Holding Golden State to 11 points in that third quarter is absolutely mind-blowing.
And the impressive thing, I'm going to cut you off, Bruce. The impressive thing to me, Jackson, was they held, granted, Steph Curry did get hurt in the middle of that fourth quarter, a little bit of a rolled ankle with Al Horford landing on him. But even with that, the Celtics held Steph Curry to just 4 field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And if you want to beat the Golden State Warriors, you got to beat Steph Curry.
Yeah, that is, as much as the other guys are good, like Klay Thompson's good, Jordan Poole, Wiggins, those are all really good pieces, but Steph is really the only true superstar on that team. So if you can pretty much do what the Raptors did like 2 years ago, you can't exactly do the box and one, but that was after KD was hurt, after Klay got hurt. But if you could pretty much do that and limit the other guys' opportunities, you're pretty much gonna win this series.
So I actually think that goes to what I was saying earlier, MJ, with if Draymond Green doesn't score 8 to 12 points, have 10 to 15 rebounds, and if Klay Thompson can't do Klay Thompson things, I pick the Warriors to win in 7. But if they don't have that, if they don't have what I just said, I don't think the Warriors can win the series because of the ability of the Celtics to play defense and do the things that they've been doing. However, I will say this though. I do think Steve Kerr is absolutely amazing at adjustments. I think that the Golden State Warriors do a very good job at adjusting, and that's also the reason why I'm still going to ride that train of the Golden State Warriors to win this series.
Well, I do agree with you, Bruce, that and one of my friends, Mo Dakhil, on Twitter has been getting a lot of attention recently with his NBA film breakdown during the game. He does a great job with it. And he pointed out right at the end of that game, and I put this in my piece today, he said Draymond Green is not interested in shooting anymore. And they need to take him off the court. And that's the biggest difference to me.
It does hurt them. It does hurt them.
Because it's the same concept as Robert Williams for the Celtics. He's not going to shoot anywhere outside of 6 feet from the rim. So when Robert Williams has the ball at the top of the key, the Warriors can just drop back. They're doing the same thing with Draymond Green, except the dude's 6'6", and he's supposed to be playing a stretch 5. And that's not okay. You have to be able to at least shoot 30% from 3. You have to be able to put the ball on the floor, dribble, float. You have to be able to do something off the dribble from the elbow, even. Like, Draymond is not able to do anything offensively. He's not even interested in it. He's not even doing his little fake handoff rolls.
MJ, you ready to change your pick?
Change my pick of what?
Of who wins the finals?
I'll change it to Warriors in 7.
Okay, fair.
Because I'm not going to say Warriors in 6 at this point. I don't think they win.
Hey, why does
3 straight games?
Tell me? All right, hold on. What's going on there? Like, what did I do? what did I do?
I think it's because your internet screwed us. I would assume.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Oh, she's talking about your microphone.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test.
Yeah, it still sounds like trash. Oh my gosh, Bruce! And I just want to say, Bruce, I'm so mad because I had this whole elaborate thing planned tonight. I planned to go like full ESPN. Like while you were talking, I was gonna put up like little little
Oh, look
pictures.
at that!
Oh,
And I had things that I was going to do. And
Whoa!
I'm
Okay, first
sitting
of all-
here at 6:55, just
Hey, first
where's
of all, your
Bruce?
wifey's going all out in the chat right now. And yeah, I'm a huge swallower.
Wow.
From what I hear, you are too, though. Oh!
With that stash, Brucey. Okay. Anyway, Jackson's just getting fully indoctrinated into what we do at Third Down Thursdays. He's sitting over here thinking we're fairly professional because he knows me, and we're just
He
doing
knows
some
me.
article stuff,
He
and
knows
then
who I am.
yeah, but
I mean,
it's been like 7 years or whatever. So I was a
True.
freshman in high school, and I'm about to be a senior in
Fair.
college.
Fair. All right, so real quick, Jackson, I do actually have to tell you, and I sent MJ this today. So your work with your top quarterback or your quarterback rankings,
Mhm.
I loved it. And the fact that you ranked Tom Brady higher than Aaron Rodgers is amazing. but no.
yeah, Jackson, ask Eric how that debate goes.
I know. I had to.
Ask Eric how that goes.
I had to. But no, legitimately though, and you already know my thoughts. I just had to barb at you a little bit. But no, what I found interesting though was I think you ranked Kirk Cousins at 10?
13.
Yeah. So that being said,
Mhm.
okay, I respect the ability for you to take away your feelings with that, and also take away your feelings with Justin Fields and putting him at 20, 21,
20.
if I remember correct. Yeah, 20. So, okay, so first of all, I brought up Kirk Cousins first, and frankly, you know who I find more annoying than Packer fans? Vikings fans.
Yes.
So-
Oh my God.
Something we can all agree on.
So that being
Bruce, give it
said-
to him. Give him the treatment.
All right, so first of all, we're going. Okay, Vikings fans or him?
No, Vikings fans. I
Oh,
want
okay.
the.
All right, we're done. First of all, your fucking like stupid ass horn is absolutely brutal. What are you doing? Secondly,
What is?
what is
Why
this?
am I
Why
focused
gone?
on right now?
Why am I done?
What is going on right now?
Secondly, horn's fucking terrible. Secondly, you had a stud wide receiver
Mhm.
whom that should have broken records for you guys, and you had a garbage ass coach who decided to run the ball. Whom you fired? Okay, good job.
Mhm.
Good job. Like, dude, okay, so the Vikings are absolute trash. I'm sorry. Their fans are absolute bull. You think I hate Raiders fans? I actually genuinely think that I hate Viking fans more than I hate Raiders fans, because Vikings fans have some bullshit fucking thought process that they think that their team is so fucking good when it's absolute dog shit. It's not anywhere near the Packers, and frankly, sorry, you're not even anywhere near the Chicago Bears. You're gonna be lucky. You're gonna be lucky if you're better than the Lions this year. So that being said, I'm done with it. It's annoying, and I don't. All right, I'm done.
Wow.
Well, then.
Anyway, all that to say, Jackson, well done on the article.
Great.
Oh my God. Yeah, and
Yes.
just to add on, in the end of that part about Kirk Cousins, the fact that Mitch Trubisky, who everyone in the NFL loves to dunk on,
Oh yes.
went 5-2 against Minnesota and never lost after his rookie year.
Hold on,
Like-
Jackson. What do Minnesota fans call Justin Fields?
Bustin' Fields. It's like, don't tell me that y'all were all clamoring for this guy because you hate Kirk Cousins so much.
They paid Kirk Cousins even more once they didn't get Justin Fields to
Mhm.
just be perfectly average
Yeah.
and suck against anyone who's good or suck in any game that matters.
Yeah. And everyone say, "Oh, Kirk Cousins finally beat the Bears on Monday Night Football." Yeah, against Nick Foles and Tyler Bray.
Foles gold, baby. Foles gold.
I love Nick Foles, but like,
whoa, okay, we're gonna disagree on that, but
I love him for 2 reasons. He's beaten Tom Brady. Even though I put Tom Brady above Aaron Rodgers, at least New England Tom Brady I hate.
That's fair. No, I'll
New
give him
England
that.
Tom
That's fair.
Brady is the most insufferable quarterback, neck and neck with Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion. Yes, Big Dick Nick for the win.
So,
I love it.
oh my god.
Cage, you are the MVP of this today's show. I love you.
Absolutely. I texted my fiance. I'm like, I need a
need
little
help.
extra
I need
juice
help.
today. Where
Bring it.
I want all of you to know that if Jackson and Richie didn't respond, she was my next phone call. And so you would have gotten a full show of this. And so,
Dude.
Bruce, I want you to know that you were this close to my fiance being a host on our platform,
And she should
which
have
should
been.
terrify you. Oh my gosh.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Like I felt so bad. Like you have no idea. Like even right now, like I have no Wi-Fi. I am on my cell phone service. And
I know.
I'm going to continue to talk. I'm going to continue. I have dogs barking. I have. This is the most fucked
This
up
is how
show.
Bruce feels right now.
I'm just gonna say this is the most fucked up show we've probably had.
I'm so
Um,
honored.
Yeah, honestly, Jackson, you've been indoctrinated into the pure chaos, professionalism, and just smooth running, cool runnings that we have at this show. Oh
Cool
my
running.
gosh! But
All right. Hey,
I had
Jackson, real quick, the one thing I will say, and I talked to MJ about this.
Mhm.
So next week, and honestly, if we can do it, if we can do it sooner, we should try to do a show earlier this week too. But if not, next week, Third Down Thursdays, Jackson, I want you to be on if you're okay with that, and if MJ's okay with that. I would love for you to be on, so that way you can talk more shit about your rankings for quarterbacks going into this year. How about that?
I would love it. I'd love it.
Same.
yes, we want to actually go through it and walk
Same.
through it, break it down.
Oh.
You were an emergency call. I had to call the bullpen tonight to
My
fill
fault.
in for everything else going on. And
fault.
this is a perfect, yes, it is. We know this is a perfect way for you to actually finally meet Bruce in this sense. I know you know who
Mhm.
Bruce is, but
Yeah.
meet him in this sense because,
Shenanigans.
as it was put down here,
Wait,
this
hold
is the oddest show I've ever
Yeah.
watched. And it doesn't really go uphill from here. It just
Oh, it
gets
does.
slightly more. It
Hold
just gets slightly more organized. But everybody tonight has been able to see all of the characters that we have for the most part. I did text Cy. He didn't respond. I think
Benjamin
he's at
Franklin sat here right here. Wait, let me move my head.
work. Yeah.
See that? He said it.
Yep. I see that. Absolutely beautiful. We've had that flag in the background of one of our shows in Bruce's
Yes, we
garage
have.
before. So, in case anybody's curious here, but
Thank you, Dick.
for the sake of everybody's sanity, I think we're gonna wrap up here because there's not really much else productive. Just a real quick preview of what we will have next week. We're gonna have Jackson back to talk about his 32 NFL starting quarterback ranking. Bruce and I are gonna talk about this, which is
Yes.
4
This is
NBA all-time teams that we're gonna break down. And then
And potentially a NBA Finals champion.
potentially, probably not, but potentially,
Potentially.
because there's only going to be like 2 games in between now and then. So
I
unless the
know.
Celtics win both of
It's
them,
a ridiculous schedule, but
it's a little ridiculous.
Just
We're-
a little bit.
These boys ain't letting them go down that easy. They not going down that easy.
Celtics.
Bruce, I had
7.
everything prepared. I had,
I know,
Steph
look
Curry
how
still
amazing
signing
it is.
autographs after the game, even though he was
Right.
hurt. I had, all the hustle,
Diving on
everybody
the
falling on the
floor.
floor. I had everything, Bruce.
Sorry,
And
dog.
you left me on the
Hey,
ground. But as
I
Jason Tatum would
tried.
say, I got you today, Bruce.
What is that? Hold on.
That was Jason Tatum texting Kobe.
Show all this. Well, you don't have it downloaded, do you?
Oh, no, I can. Oh, no, I can.
sent him-
I can do that
show
real
some of the
quick.
most
Don't
show
even
some of the-
tempt me.
Show an inappropriate message I sent.
Oh, I will.
to the
Hold up. I got one. Give me 5 seconds.
I was such a
Because I will
prick.
pull this up.
And I'm not gonna
God.
lie, like I still have them on, but I was like, no, I gotta jump on the show. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. LOL. Okay, how about this? Let's talk. It's
Oh, yeah,
AT&T. It'll work unlike your service. Bruce was out here live talking smack to the poor Xfinity service chat guy
Oh no!
who was just getting lit up because Bruce couldn't do Third Down Thursdays.
I was lighting him up, dude. It was bad.
It was an absolute destruction.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
see all
But
those-
this is what we love to see. Not sure if I've laughed this hard in a while. This is exactly what I need.
But
This is
anyway,
exactly what we all needed. So I'm going to
Sorry,
wrap it
guys.
up before we all completely lose our minds. Jackson, thank you for coming in and being
Thank you,
entertaining with
Jackson.
us.
Can't wait to see you next
Stick
week.
around real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We'll chat afterwards. Richie, thank you for coming on talking hockey.
Thanks,
Bruce,
Richie.
your mustache still looks like crap.
It'll be back next week, motherfucker.
I'll see you guys later.